Craig, you're a fucking faggot. Okay, now let me read this shit.
Stop reading. Third one.
Say no more. She smiled at his reassurance. He casually closed his eyes, taking in the harmony of the scene around him. He turned his head into her lap, breathing in her gentle scent. Heh, you smell good, he murmured. I took a long shower, she joked, running her free hand across his midsection. She enjoyed petting him this way, almost like a cat, but far more adorable because he's a blue hedgehog. Haha. She started to hum to her, an old tune her mother used to sing to her when she was a child. It seemed to have an effect on her companion as he began to nod off into a small nap. Where boner come in? Ah, here we go. She didn't really notice at first, her mind adrift in thoughts, but it was when Zelda cast a lazy eye to the area that she saw it. Her hand was on top of Sonic's hard penis. It took all of her willpower just to keep from screaming out in shock. Her modesty yelled at her to take her hand away, but it was instantly silenced by her immense curiosity. Part of her always wondered what it looked like. The sexual organ of a talking anthropomorphic hedgehog looked like. And now she had the answer. It was decently sized, a pale pink color, and somewhat thick. It wasn't bigger than Link's, but it was just different. She was fascinated and just a tad bit turned on. Before she even realized it, her hand was fondling the member like a child playing with clay. She felt the texture, the girth, the weight, the heat of it. The princess noted every curve and bump of the penis, pushing her curiosity to a new level. Sonic began to stir in his sleep, a slight grin on his face. This spurred her on. Throwing all caution and sense to the wind, she wrapped her fingers around his shaft and began to move up and down the dimensions of it. He sucked in some air at the pleasurable feeling she was inflicting upon him. Sonic began to get more restless the longer she played with him. She placed her hand on his head, trying to keep him still. Shh! Black people are the main problem of America, Sonic. She placed a small kiss on his forehead as her hand sped up. The amount of power she felt at this moment rivaled any magic she could cast. She whispered sweet, unintelligible nothings in his ears as he unconsciously buried his face in her laps, plural, because she has more than one lap. Inhaling her delightful scent. Yeah, you like that, you fucking bitch, Sonic. Yeah, you like that. Yeah, you like that. I have a shit coming out of my asshole right now, like a turtle head popping out, just to see if it's predators left. Oh yeah, you like that, you bitch. Oh, I fucking love it. Your spine's getting inside my lips. Oh yeah. His dick start to jerk. He was getting close. There was nothing to stop him or her, and that was all right with her. Holy shit! Sonic shot awake just as he climaxed in Zelda's soft hand. Between the disorientation of waking up suddenly and the rush of positive stimulus, it took him a few seconds to find his barrings, and clear his thoughts. Breathing heavily, he looked at Zelda, and then to his crotch. He saw his cock. He saw her hand. He saw his semen on her hand. He looked back at her. All Zelda did was give him an eager grin. Wow, he finally spoke. Well, that's one way to wake up. The end.